is Jeremiah chapter 10. We start at verse 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Salah, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. So, this is Jeremiah speaking to the Israelites. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Christmas is learning the way of the heathen. Thanksgiving, learning the way of the heathen. Halloween, birthdays, and all these so-called holidays, bro, they don't come from us, bro. They weren't inspired by us. They're not supported by the Bible. The Lord actually condemns holidays. And I'm gonna give you an example of that right here. Learn not the way of the heathen. So you got to understand the ways of the heathen are contrary to the Most High, bro. He did not give them the law. So they don't know how to please the Most High. They know how to please themselves, how to please their flesh, bro. And most likely, their ways is going to be unrighteous, bro. It's going to be something that's not profitable for you or your family. See, the Most High created life. He created this earth. He created everything. And the blueprint to life, he gave to one people. One people, bro. That was the Israelites. Right? Let me get a real quick precept real quick. In Galatians. Get that in Galatians. All right, here we go. It's Galatians, I believe it's the 3rd chapter, bro. Looking for, oh, here we go. All right, Galatians chapter 3, verse 24. Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster to bring us unto Christ, that we might be justified by faith. So the law was our schoolmaster. Look at it like this. Imagine having different groups of kids, right? You got these different groups of kids, and one specific group out of all those different groups of kids are the only ones who've been to school, right? They're literally the only group of kids who've been educated, who have a better understanding of life. And they can make a separation between right and wrong, and how to maneuver in this world, bro. How to be better decision makers. But everybody else is uneducated, unlearned. That's how you got to look at it when it comes to nations on earth, bro. We were literally the only nation of people who had a schoolmaster. So we got the advantage in the world, bro. We have knowledge of good and evil. And not only that, but our God is the creator of the heavens and the earth, bro. No other nation can say that. Why would you want to mimic or copy or be like the uneducated people? Like, make that make sense. You're the group of kids that's educated. You had the schoolmaster. Those other group of kids are unlearned, uneducated, don't know nothing, bro. They can't tell their left from their right. So imagine if you start to emulate them, where you'll be in life or what type of decisions you'll be making. You won't be fucked up, bro. And that's why the Lord said, I'll jump back to Jeremiah, why the Lord said, learn not the ways of the heathen. They're unjust by nature. They're wicked by nature. They don't know no better. That's why when you try to correct them, they look at you like you got 3 heads. Like, it makes sense to you, but it don't make sense to them. This is why all your Christians, right? Your foreign Christians, your Asian Christians and your African Christians and your Edomite, like none of them, they all profess the same thing. We don't have to keep the law. It's because it's not in their spirit to keep the law. They can't keep the law. They can't. Like, it's like impossible for them to listen to the Most High and follow the ways of the Most High. Only thing they know how to do is disobey His word. Deliberately and unknowingly. So, jumping back to Jeremiah. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, right? All these holidays that we celebrate in this country are vain. There's no profit to it, bro. You're not praising the Most High. You're not worshiping the Most High. There's no benefit to all you do is lose money, bro. That's what these holidays are about, bro. In a physical sense, it's about money. They get rich every holiday, bro, because our people are so committed in so involved in participating in you know, these holidays, bro. But on a spiritual sense, it's ritualistic, bro. It's paganism. You don't even know that you're worshiping a false deity. You're sacrificing, you're eating meat sacrificed to idols. Right? You don't know it. Right? That's what Thanksgiving is. Christmas dinner. It's meat sacrificed to idols. In the name of whatever deity is over that holiday. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe. This is what people do every December, right? You have these lumberjacks who go out in these different forests. They cut down these trees and they sell them wholesale to these different companies, right? And y'all go into these different stores and y'all buy these trees. They deck it with silver and with gold, right? You put these different ornaments on your tree. You know, they always decorating the tree. Like, people who spend hundreds of dollars just on decorations, right? That's aside from the tree, just on decorations. People who spend hundreds of dollars, bro. Yeah. They got the kids, like, bro, it's like that. Trying to get your kids out of celebrating these holidays is like trying to get them off of drugs, bro. Like, that spirit of Christmas, that holiday spirit in America is a demon, bro, and it's addictive. Especially when everybody around you is celebrating Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving. Like if you're not careful, bro, like your family, your immediate family, will have you feeling bad because you don't want to celebrate Christmas, or because you don't want to eat Thanksgiving dinner with them, and all this crazy shit, bro. All because you're trying to be righteous and follow the law, statutes, and commandments, bro. Like, if you ain't careful, bro, they have you feeling down. Have you feeling like you did something wrong. That's how heavy that spirit be, bro. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Right, you have that, like, the little mantle they put it on. It's like a mantle, then you take the tree, you put the tree on a mantle so it don't move. I heard a pastor say that this ain't talking about Christmas. This is just talking about worshiping a tree as an idol. No, this is talking about Christmas trees, because everything that they was doing in Babylon is literally the same thing that people do for Christmas, bro. You get the tree, you put it on a mantle with the fasten and make sure it don't move, and you decorate it with the ornaments and the silver and the gold. That's exactly what Jeremiah's talking about, right? Their birthdays. Let me show you a scripture. Is that Ecclesiastes? Right. I had somebody told me, like, I was being over righteous for saying it's wicked to celebrate birthdays, right? I don't know if this person was so-called in the truth or not, but told me I was being over righteous because I said that the Lord is against people who celebrate birthdays. But it's biblical. Celebrating your birthday is the highest form of self-worship. On that day, it's all about you. You're not thinking about your kids. You're not thinking about your man or your woman. You're not thinking about the Most High. You ain't thinking about nothing but yourself. That is self-worship. The highest form of self-worship, bro. That's why it's wicked. You're supposed to worship the Most High, not yourself. You're not even supposed to trust in man. Cursed is he that trusteth in man, that maketh flesh his arm. This is Ecclesiastes 7:1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. So the day you die, according to King Solomon, according to the Most High, is better than the day you were born. Because you're born into this flesh, bro. This flesh is sin. Like, you gotta understand, like, this flesh, these bodies, these are bodies of sin. You are literally in a form of prison when you're born on earth, bro. Paul spoke about this. The things that I don't want to do, I find myself doing. Right? And the things that I really want to do, I do not. That's in the book of Romans. It's because of this flesh, bro. There's nothing good in this flesh. The heart is deceitful above all things. That's your brain. It's your mind, which is a part of your flesh. Like, no good thing dwelleth in the flesh. The flesh is what influences you to be wicked, bro. Your flesh can never be satisfied. Ever. Ever.